You feel like your thoughts are up and down and all around, kind of like your thoughts are thinking you. I'm Ellie Walsh. To a great degree, your thoughts are thinking you. And we'll get back to that. So here's what I hear people say to me. They're in a process. Maybe they've been watching. You've watched those videos I did on Mindset Shift. If you haven't, I will stick a link over here somewhere to get to those videos. I did a whole bunch of videos on how to shift your mindset. So people will say, I'm doing that. I was doing good for 3 or 4 days, even a week. Okay? And then I feel like crash. I stopped doing it. Just like that. Well, first of all, it's never just like that. And that's not so unusual. As a matter of fact, there's a good sign going on in that, or people will say, I finally set out and I'm working the business and I have these steps and I was following these steps and I did it for 2 or 3 weeks and then I stopped doing them. And now I can't get back into it. Okay, take a deep breath. Because here's what else I know is going on. If you started to improve, what you felt, you're improving yourself, and you know that by how you feel, you were starting to feel better. And when it stopped, when you stopped, see, it didn't stop, you stopped. Now, and I'm not beating you up, and I'm not blaming you. That absolutely is still an old mindset map rolling on. Now look, if you're 27 or 47 or 58, or 20, you've been following a map for that many years. Don't get nervous. It's not going to take you that many years to create a new map. But it does take more than 2 or 3 weeks to change it completely. So if you were following a system, whether it was about feeling good, it was about building a business, it was about a relationship, and you were changing it, the way you looked at things, you were changing your mindset map, and you were feeling good, and you cut back on it, and I know you all think it happened out of the blue, and it doesn't. It starts to sneak in a little bit, and you just don't catch it. And so then you do go back. Lots of times, all the way back to the old map. No, you've never gone all the way back. It just feels like that. Feels like that because your tolerance for feeling antsy, yucky, it's not as good. It's not as big as it was, which is good. You're not going to tolerate as much garbage in your life anymore. You're not going to tolerate not feeling good anymore. There was a part of us that tolerated that my life isn't so great. And then you start making these changes and you start feeling better about yourself. So when the other stuff sneaks back in and you start not feeling great about yourself, we automatically say, I went all the way back. You never, ever go all the way back. So 3 days of doing this or 3 weeks of doing this is always an advantage. The ticket is, as it starts to sneak in, you've got to raise your awareness level to catch it. Now, look, yes, I've been here. I've done this. I'd start to feel better. My life would start to get better. Boom. I feel like, boom, it fell apart. It didn't. When I finally realized that, and I started to just catch it, when I just started to get a little antsy, and shift it, and catch it, and shift it. Somebody said, that's a lot of work. I'm not telling you it's not work, but what is more work? Catching it and shifting it, or feeling like crap? That, to me, is a lot more work. Feeling like crap is a lot more work. So, are your thoughts thinking you? Well, there's an old pattern going on. And when it kicks in, it starts to roll again. So to some degree they are, but you always have the power to stop the record. to turn the record player off or the CD player, or I'm aging myself calling it a record player. If you hear a little talking in the background, that's my bird. So she must want to join in the conversation today. So, the biggest thing I see with people is really what happens is they start feeling better, but they have no direction. And one of the biggest reasons is it becomes a money thing. They don't know what they want to do with their lives, and they don't really have a lot of money. They don't really like the job they're doing, or maybe they're not working right now, and they don't know what to do with themselves. If you're looking for direction, and that also you can benefit from financially, please get in touch with me over at the Facebook page. If you have not yet checked out those videos on how to shift your mindset, I don't know, I told you I'm going to put that button here somewhere in this video, go over to the playlist and see them. But connect with me at the Facebook page. Ask me your questions. Share your experiences. If you want to know about a business where you would work personally with me, and we would work on your mindset, because you want to know what? Business, money, mindset. It's all together. It's all together. Get in touch with me over at the Facebook page. At the end of this video, I'll have the Facebook page address there. Get in touch with me there, or comment here if you're at YouTube or if you're at my blog. Yes, your thoughts are thanking you for that moment. You don't have to let them continue to think you. It's just an old pattern, an old mindset map. You're in the process of changing yours. You shift it. You say, the question in those videos, how can I see this differently? You'll shift. I promise you. Come talk to me. Have a fabulous evening.